Hello everybody, we are live from the Riki Raceway up here in Quebec, Canada for the second half of the Canadian doubleheader. It is the Riki 90. We have quite a long race ahead of us on this this 2.25 mile, so 2.25 mile super speedway. And now let's take a look through your starting lineup. On pole is the number 37 X-Side Batteries Toyota Camry. It is Azul Cielo, and to his outside is the number 35 NTD Data Toyota Camry of Leland Hill, a pole position racing sweep on the front row. Row 2 sees Tari Lowell and Bailey Pendergast. Row 3 is the 47 of Parker Martinez, his highest qualifying effort in the BOC, next to the 15 of Nelson Reeves. Row 4 is a pair of Toyotas in Rafik Rizana and Anderson Reed, and rounding out the top 10 is the 17 of Josh King and the 60 of Abel DeGroat. Row 6 sees Nathan Smith and Arthur Xavier. Row 7 is the 65 of Adrian Rojas and the 19 of Jackson Kelsey, last week's winner. Row 8 is Logan Williams and Nonigan Scott. Row 9 sees the 70 of Kevin Hulkenberg and the 14 of Devin Fair, and rounding out the top 20 is Riley Wilkin and Ryan Keith. Row 11 is the 74 of Blake Kanaki and the 83 of Hollyoko. Row 12 is Felix Jansen and Tommy Rollo. Row 13 is the 16 of Wyatt Qualley and the 17 of Noah Clifton. The 76 of Noah Clifton. Row 14 sees Vincent David and Evan Hunter, and rounding out the top 30 is the 3 of Patrick Starr and the 54 of Theo Splitzer. Row 16 is Zachary DeLello and Neo Stark. Row 17 is the 45 of Ryan Llewellyn and the 36 of Renan Issip. Row 18 sees John McFadden and Chrissy Splitzer, a pair of Canadians. Row 19 is the 1 of John Davis and the 80 of Adam Mitchell. And rounding out the top 40 is Seishin Tomioka, the lowest qualifier. Then next to Derek Hamill, the points leader, who failed post-qualifying inspection. Then the 26 of Nijika Kazami and the 99 of Tim Pitch round out the field, both of which failed post-qualifying inspection. So now it is time. It's 40 laps on this 2.25 mile track. So it is going to be a long race. Cars are rolling here from the Riki Raceway. So it will be for the latest time. So far, every single super speedway has been taken pole by a Toyota. Zul Cielo adding to that count. Rafik Rizana and Nelson Reeves, some of the other pole sitters. As we head our way through turn 4, the inside line is shown to be the place to be, as the outside, if you get a bit loose, you can get up into that wall. They now head down the long run to the tri-oval front straight. It'll be Cielo, Hill, Lowell, Pendergast, and Martinez, the top 5. No mechanical issues to report. All 42 cars will start the race, and we are green flag racing here from Riki. As they head down the front straight into turn 1. It's an even start, but now it looks like Cielo's going to pull through into the race lead. Cielo now your leader, but Tari Lowell is looking. She moves up to the middle with Cielo. Cielo goes to the high line. Lowell darts low to the middle as Parker Martinez now leads that inside line. Lowell now gets put in the middle as Cielo drops low. Martinez looks like he's going to get into second. Leland Hill falling fast. He's into the outside wall. Comes down safely, as now Parker Martinez is the biggest challenger for Azul Cielo for the race lead. Cielo leads lap 1, but his lead does not look like it's going to last. Here comes the 47 of Parker Martinez, with help from Rafik Rizana, who just lost out on the Firecracker 50 to Kevin Hulkenberg. Now Rizana is looking for the lead. Martinez barely even made it a few corners before being challenged for the race lead, as now Rizana looks like he's going to get it, but here comes the Logan Sport duo of Josh King and Nathan Smith. King has not won since season 1. He is currently the winningest driver in the BOSC history, as he picked up 6 wins last season. He'll be looking for maybe win number 7, but his teammate Nathan Smith has other plans, as he's going to go for the race lead. Nathan Smith now leads here, but here comes Adrian Rojas. Rojas had that scary wreck as... Oh no, they're wrecking! Josh King goes around. Cielo spinning in front of the pack. Adrian Rojas to the lead as the caution comes out. We're going to race it back to the yellow. As coming through turn 4, Nathan Smith doesn't really have an answer for the 65. Adrian Rojas, who had that... We were going to say had that scary wreck at Daytona in the last superspeedway race. He is leading here at Riki. Nathan Smith, Logan Williams, Rafik Rosana, and Nonigan Scott, the best possible start for him, are going to round out the top 5. Now, what has happened here? Azul Cielo got around, and that caused some major chaos. So it looked like it was Cielo and Josh King that may have gotten together. So let's see. Yeah, Josh King got up into that outside wall, came down into Cielo. They tag Hulkenberg. Then looks like Ganaki starts his own incident. So let's see what... Oh yeah, the 74 sliding upside down. What has happened here? So Ganaki gets up into Jansen, down into DeGroat, Kelsey with a hard hit. And then 74 just goes over. Llewellyn, Tomioka, Starr, Clifton, Chrissy Splitzer. Was there an incident coming to pit road? Does not look so. Oh, there was. Leland Hill turned around, barely avoided Derek Hamill. Hamill, the points leader. So 3 of the 4 pole position racing cars involved in that. So let's watch on board Chrissy Splitzer. Actually, let's watch on board the 76 of Noah Clifton with the GoPro onboard cam. Following his teammate Theo Spencer, you see smoke. Everyone's trying to get out of the way. And Starr just checks up too much, and Clifton just runs straight into the back of him. Not the ideal start for them, as Ganaki looks like he'll be okay. Tomioka's actually gotten up onto the wall. Oh, he took a bit of a tumble himself. He just hit the banking awkwardly, and oh, Josh King gave Ganaki a shot there. Did not see that. 17 of Josh King, who possibly could have been en route to victory, plows into the driver's side door of Blake Ganaki. Everyone looks like that they will be okay though, and Adrian Rojas, this man, is going to be your race leader. We'll come back to the action here from Riki Raceway. An early caution will see the end to many frontrunners' days. Back here on lap number 7, we are getting ready to head back racing here. As you can see, the pace lights are out. Top 10 at the moment: Adrian Rojas, Nathan Smith, Logan Williams, Rafik Rosana, Nonigan Scott, Tari Lowell, Nelson Reeves, Ryan Keith, who started 20th. Great run for him on the cards. John McFadden, Vincent David, and how about Nijika Kazami? Started 41st. Started on the last row of the grid. She's already up into 11th. Derek Hamill's up to 24th, which means that he'll likely be able to keep his points lead, even if Nonigan Scott has a great run here. Out of the race are Parker Martinez, Jackson Kelsey, Felix Jansen, Noah Clifton, Blake Ganaki, Josh King, Seishin Tomioka, and Patrick Starr. So a lot of guys are looking for a good run. Martinez in his first race for a while. Also his career best qualifying run. Jackson Kelsey just won last week. So that'll be a disappointing end for that 19 teams day. As the pace car pulls in, Chilean Adrian Rojas in his cell phone 65. This entry is part-time for the super speedways only. He's been making the most of it, and he'll be looking to try to take the checkers, as he will take the green first. And we are back racing here, lap number 8 of 40. And immediately Nathan Smith and Rafik Rosana dart to the inside. They're trying to get this race lead. Heading into turn 1, Rojas has plenty of time to clear the 7 and the 9, but that leaves Nathan Smith out to dry on the outside. And did Rojas clear him enough? Logan Williams is definitely looking, as now Not Against Scott and Tari Lowell jump onto this inside. Logan Williams and Rafik Razana go as well. Adrian Rojas staying pinned on the outside. Is this going to be a costly mistake for the Chilean? Williams put in the middle as Razana goes to the inside. Rafik Razana to the race lead as Adrian Rojas gets in the wall. He comes down near a disaster there between him and Nathan Smith. Now, Not Against Scott leading the inside with help from Tari Lowell and Ryan Keith, who started 20th. So we head through 1 and 2. Not Against Scott to the race lead. Tari Lowell, though, is right there. Can she possibly go for the lead? Lowell and Keith now break up a bit as Reeves drops to the inside, looking at Jika Kazami up here in the top 10. Scott clears the 44, but now moves up into the middle. That's going to give Lowell a chance. Give the lead to the meta runner 44 of Tari Lowell. Lowell leads lap 9. And now, can she hang on to this race lead? Heading through 1 and 2, Ryan Keith, the Indianapolis winner, looks like that he's going to want this race lead. As Not Against Scott running it a bit wide, he's in the wall. They managed to all keep it clean. So now Ryan Keith goes to the race lead, but here comes Nelson Reeves on the inside. Reeves with help from Arthur Xavier, Bailey Pendergast, and Riley Wilkin. And Nelson Reeves goes to the race lead, but now Arthur Xavier leads the inside. And it is Xavier to the lead now. Arthur Xavier now goes up to block Reeves. That's going to open the door for Pendergast. Xavier tried to block, but Pendergast got the run. Help from Riley Wilkin. Bailey Pendergast looks like he's going to now go into the race lead. A lot of rapid-fire lead changes. As now, Pendergast your leader, but Riley Wilkin looks like he wants to make that lead his. Wilkin looking low. He muscles his way under Pendergast. Can he get the lead? Pendergast leads the lap, but it looks like that Wilkin's going to get the run. And now here comes some faces who were up here before, Logan Williams and Rafik Razana. As Pendergast running wide, he's in the wall. Logan Williams into the race lead. But Rafik Razana is down there on the inside. Help from Evan Hunter. The 7 can block the 9, but not quite enough as Razana still holds the inside. Wilkin in the wall. Razana now looks like that he's got the race lead. He does. Razana leads the lap. It's now Dutchman Evan Hunter looking to lead his first laps in the BOC in his cell phone 28 entry. Nathan Smith, Tari Lowell, Ryan Keith all also lined up on that inside. Contact Logan Williams into the wall, and Lowell nearly goes around. She had to get all the way down to near that yellow line to avoid spinning as Razana's now opened up a gap. Can someone chase this 9 car down? Nathan Smith now back up to the lead of the inside line. He has help from Tari Lowell and Arthur Xavier. We are approaching the halfway point in this race, and it is the Malaysian who was leading out front in the Firecracker 50, Rafik Razana, who currently leads. Of course, he was leading on the final lap until he got the race stolen from right under his fingertips by Kevin Hulkenberg. It's Razana who once again is in control, hoping that such an event does not repeat here at Riki. As Nathan Smith riding the wall there. Tari Lowell looks like that she's managed to close up with help from Nelson Reeves. Is Lowell going to make a move? She will. But Lowell's actually going to move up, stay tucked behind the 9, and Reeves actually made a move low, and that's going to help him get under the 44 of Lowell. Nelson Reeves into second. It's a Toyota 1-2. Arthur Xavier right there looking to help his teammate Tari Lowell. Meanwhile, Razana still holding the lead. Reeves looking to move into second with help from Logan Williams. 3 wide for second. Reeves clears Lowell, and looks like he has Logan Williams cleared as well. Now it will be a matter of when does Reeves make his move. And the answer is now. The 15 gets under the 19, and he's going to go for the lead. Side by side down the back straight as they head into turns 3 and 4. Nelson Reeves is into the race lead. Doesn't matter that all of his teammates have crashed out. He is still representing up front here for pole position racing. Sitting in second is Rafik Razana. Third, the other Wolf Racing entry of Ryan Keith. They're looking to rebound from their huge blunder at Delaware. Cost Keith second in the Rookie of the Year standings as here comes Razana, fighting back with help from his teammate Ryan Keith. Now Keith's going to go up to help Reeves. Heading through 3 and 4, the 15 has the 9 covered, or does he? Razana's going to try to maybe make a move, but Reeves is going to hold the lead as there's a lap car. That's that's Chrissy Spletzer with damage on the 20 car. How much will this 20 play a factor? And it looks like that Reeves has jumped out to the outside. That's the money move from Nelson Reeves. He played that perfectly as Chrissy Spletzer blocks. Chrissy Spletzer holding up this field. Rafik Razana is going to get through. And that's holding up Keith Kazami, who had such a great run going for her, and Nonigan Scott. Meanwhile, Nelson Reeves played that perfectly. He got to the outside, and he was not held up by Spletzer one bit. Now he has a huge lead back to this group of Razana, Xavier, and Lowell. But this is a super speedway, so how long will that lead last? As the field reorganizes after the encounter with the lap car of Spletzer, Arthur Xavier and Tari Lowell, Rock Car Racing teammates, battle for second at the moment. Lowell looks like that she's got the upper hand on Xavier, as now here comes Evan Hunter for second. Also up here are guys like, or shall I say girls of like Kazami and Oko, both of which started pretty far back, and they've worked their way up here to the front. We're one lap away from halfway through this event. It's Nelson Reeves currently leading, followed by Tari Lowell, Evan Hunter. Then at the line it was Williams and Razana, but Razana's fading. Looks like Riley Wilkins moved into the 5th position. As I was talking about how it's a super speedway, so Reeves' big advantage wasn't going to last, and it sure hasn't. Here comes Tari Lowell for the race lead. Tari Lowell, who has proven so strong on the super speedways, looking to take the lead as we are officially halfway through this race. 20 laps to go here from Riki. And it is Tari Lowell into the race lead. But Evan Hunter's right there. Evan Hunter trying to take what would be his first win in the BOSC. Tari Lowell looking for her first win in the BOSC. So is Logan Williams. As the 7 car moves into the lead, Lowell's into the outside wall. Now Logan Williams is your race leader. He manages to cover off Riley Wilkin, but not for long. Wilkin with help from Oko, Scott, and Keith. Logan Williams managing to hold that inside line at bay, but how long can he manage to? Evan Hunter nearly into Rafik Razana's. Oko ducks low. Wilkin stayed in line with the 7. And now Holly Oko is into second. In only her third or fourth BOSC start. Holly Oko is going to try to go for the race lead, and she'll get it. Her team owner, Rose Neal, may have failed to qualify, but Holly Oko leads a lap for Rose Motorsports. So now looks like that the Cinderella story is over as Ryan Keith goes to the race lead. Now here comes Nathan Smith, another Cinderella story for that Logan Sport team. The 34 looks to maybe have cleared the 27. And it certainly looks so as Oko into the outside wall. They're going 4 wide. That's not going to work. Contact between Williams and Rosana, but they keep it all clean. Now look at this. Reeves going to duck low. He's going to try to pick up a position on Nonigan Scott. Devin Fair up here into the top 10. It's not a name we've mentioned all day. Sold off his team to Hulkenberg Racing, to the Hulkenberg Racing team operation, and he is running up here on a part-time basis for Rock Car Racing, and he's looking for a top 5 finish. Ryan Keith, the Indianapolis winner, currently leads. Nelson Reeves, who is on pole for Indianapolis, sits second, and Devin Fair sits third. As Keith looks pretty comfortable in that lead, Reeves is going to try to pressure him a bit as he's going to go to the inside. Nelson Reeves for the race lead. Rizana is also lurking there behind Reeves as Devin Fair is going to push the 34. Looks like that Reeves is going to go to the race lead again. But Reeves now has Rizana to worry about as Devin Fair goes into the middle, and now he'll drop to the inside and push Rizana. Reeves leads the lap, but there are definitely some hungry cars behind that Visine 15 Camry. So we've managed to keep it relatively clean throughout this race, minus the first wreck at the beginning. And it's Nelson Reeves who currently leads. Devin Fair sits second. Then it's Nonigan Scott in third as Ryan Keith gets into the outside wall. And it looks like that the Mercedes are going to gang up on the Toyota. Here come Devin Fair and Nonigan Scott. Scott looked like that he was actually going to push the 14. He moves up to push the 15 of Reeves instead. But it doesn't matter. The inside line is the place to be. And give the lead to Devin Fair. He goes up into the race lead. Anderson Reed now on that inside line. As now Nelson Reeves lurking behind the spoiler of that 14 car. He wants his lead back. And he wants it now. Heading into the tri-oval. It looks like that Nelson Reeves will lead the lap, and he will. By 1/100th, Nelson Reeves manages to maintain his lead. Now 3 wide for second between the 3 Rock Car Racing entries of Fair, Lowell, and Xavier. Reeves continues his reign out front. Can he finally pick up a race win? Devin Fair would like to see the 14 back in victory lane. Brian Scott Jr. put the 14 in victory lane in Duel 1. Very much at the start of the season. Now, Devin Fair is trying to steer this 14 to its first points-paying victory since Brian Scott Jr. in Season 1. Tari Lowell now moving into second. As it stands right now, a Rock Car Racing 1-2 with 2 Toyotas of Reeves and Rizana trying to spoil the party. He's coming off of turn 4. Devin Fair is going to lead his first BOSC lap. And we're coming to 10 to go next time by. Logan Williams looked like he was trying to go high, but Halioko was there. Fair's really opened up an advantage over the field. Can anyone catch this 14 car? Looks like that Rizana is going to try to lead this inside line. But there's also Xavier, Williams, Keith, Scott, and Kazami. Yeah, we are catching lap traffic. That's Abel DeGroat, DeLello, that looks like Jake Rose. No, sorry, Adam Mitchell. Then also Llewellyn and John Davis. So we are catching more lap traffic. How will that play into how this race finishes? We only have 10 laps left here from Riki. Devin Fair trying to pick up his first career BOSC victory. Rafik Razana is trying to do the same. Arthur Xavier's looking for his third win. Logan Williams is first. Keith is second. We're catching this train of lap cars. But meanwhile, we have a train of our own. The top 6 all under a blanket. The 2 Wolf Racing cars are going to step out of line. Razana and Keith. Fair going to go to block. Arthur Xavier gets into the outside wall. And now you can see the 60 available to Grote. The other rock car racing car that hasn't had the same luck as the ones up here. Is the Grote going to let Fair by? Still going to be DeLello as well. As here we go. Here come the lap cars. 8 laps to go. Can Devin Fair get around them? Looks like he's going to stay right up tucked to the rear end of the 55 of DeLello. And everything's crawling to a halt. Nottingham Scott trying to go around the outside. Near contact there between him and Ryan Keith. It's all a kerfuffled mess as 3 cars go to the outside, 3 cars go to the inside. Can Ryan Keith steal the lead from Devin Fair? Keith tucked up on the inside with DeLello. And it is Ryan Keith to the race lead. But Fair clears Davis. This is getting real dicey as Devin Fair technically has the race lead. As they head through turns 1 and 2, it does not look like that they're going to be able to keep this clean for much longer. Ryan Keith and Devin Fair battling for the lead. Reeves goes down low. I think he may have made contact with someone. Reeves still on the banking. He's going to slide up. Oh, into Ocho, and there's a wreck. Nathan Smith up into the catch fence. Coming back to the line, it's going to be Ryan Keith, the race leader. Logan Williams second, Ejika Gazami third. Tari Lowell sits fourth as we're going to have about 5 laps to go. We took about 5 laps to go, so we're going to have maybe 2 laps to go when we see the green again. But that is heartbreak. That was Nathan Smith. Holyoke I saw involved in that wreck. Nelson Reeves, Nottingham Scott, some names that really wanted or needed good runs today. And they're all done. So it all started with the 15 of Nelson Reeves, who looked like one of the most dominant cars today. Oh, this looks like a wild ride for Nathan Smith. So Reeves gets down onto the apron, slides up, hard hit for Nathan Smith and Holyoke. Then the 27 just goes over and over, tumbling down the apron. Oh, wow. 15 barely missed hitting the 65. So we'll go on board with the 15 of Reeves. It all started back when he got forced down onto the apron, just carried way too much speed, slid up, tagged Smith, Oko, and Scott. And then barely avoids getting hit by those cars. This is heartbreaking for a team that was looking so well. 2 teams, in fact, the 83 and the 27. Look at airtime the 27 gets and then just goes for quite the tumble. Hope Nathan Smith is okay. It's Nottingham Scott and Holyoke also involved in that. Gonna be a very, very disappointing end to the day for a few of them. But Ryan Keith, now your race leader, will take you back to the action here for what should be a thrilling final few laps here from Riki. We are back here from Riki. We're going to have a green-white checkered finish, 2 laps to go to settle it. We're going to, the lap car, Zachary DeLello, splits Ryan Keith from his top 2 competitors of Logan Williams and Ejika Kazami. I would not be surprised if they have the lap cars move down to the inside line. But your top 10 going to green, will, excluding the lap cars, will be Keith, Williams, Kazami, Lowell, Razana, Fair, Xavier, then Pendergast, Reed, and Wilkin. So it looks like that we'll keep this restart all single file. So if Logan Williams and Ichika Kazami are going to want to win this race, they're going to have to get by that animated racing 55 of Zachary DeLello. It's all going to come to this. Who can ace this final restart? If it's Keith, this race could very much be over. He could be walking out of here with his second career win and second win on a super speedway. If it's Williams, he'll have his first win of his BOSC career. If it's Kazami, she'll have her third, but first on an oval. Or it could be someone further back, like Lowell or Rosanna or Fair. It could be anyone, but we'll just have to see what happens as the pace car's already pulled in. It's green flag racing here from Riki one final time. Kazami already moves out to the outside, but that move didn't really amount to much. Look at Lowell already moving on to the inside as well. DeLello looks like he held up the field a bit. Is that going to be the break that Keith needed? It does not look like though he held him up enough, as Kazami, Lowell, and Williams have all been released to chase after that SpaceX 34 of Ryan Keith. Williams trying to block Kazami. Kazami's having none of it. She got the nose under the 7. Can Nijika Kazami win on an oval? Coming, white flag in the air. Can Ryan Keith hang on? He has quite the advantage. Did DeLello do enough to help Keith? Kazami, Lowell chasing. Do they have enough? Great exit for Kazami and Lowell. There's Devin Fair too on the inside. Devin Fair with such a run through 3 and 4. Does he have enough to make a move? Coming off of turn 4. Devin Fair right there. He's going to step out. Does Devin Fair have enough time? At the line, it's Devin Fair. Fair takes the win over Ryan Keith. Oh my. Where did Devin Fair come from? By 4 thousandths of a second, Devin Fair is your winner here at Riki. He just got such a run off the back and through 3 and 4, and he stole the win, even more than Hulkenberg over Rosanna. Holy cow. What a race here at Riki. Full finishing results. Devin Fair takes it over Ryan Keith, who will be absolutely seething to know that he just got edged out. Tari Lowell finishes third, a great result for her. Nijika Kazami continues her great luck on super speedway. She finishes fourth. Logan Williams fifth. Bailey Pendergast, Arthur Xavier, Riley Wilkin, and Evan Hunter round out the top 10. Then Rojas Pechu started last. McFadden, Stark, Theo Swetzer, Cielo, Rosanna, Hamill, Rollo, Quali, and Hulkenberg round out the top half of the field, followed by Isip, Hill, David, Scott, the last car on the lead lap. Then DeLello, DeGroat, Mitchell, Llewellyn, and Davis, the last finishers, as Oko, Reeves, Smith, Chrissy Spletzer, Martinez, Kelsey, Jansen, Clifton, Ganaki, King, Tomioka, and Starr all did not finish. That has been all from a thrilling race here from Riki Raceway. We will see you next week for Atlanta Motor Speedway. It'll be round 21 of the season. The chase draws ever so closer. And until then, this has been Ash Jacobson. We'll see you next time.